got. So these are blue eggs. They came right from the farm. I got some Jimmy Dean's. So grade A extra large from Gail's Farm. I think that says Vinland, New Jersey. So this is direct from the farm. These are the eggs that I got from the farmer's market the other day. I got me some Baja Gold mineral sea salt. The oil in here is coconut oil. Even though I also have the Irish butter in the refrigerator. I have the Sizzle extra virgin olive oil. Sometimes I throw that in there. I like the olive taste. I got my onion that I'm going to be cutting up inside of the eggs. And I'm going to add a little cheese to the eggs. Give me a good omelet. So that's what I got. But yeah, here are the eggs. I don't think I've ever actually seen bluish green type of eggs before. But I think they're cool. They cost more than your regular eggs in the store. These were $13 for extra large eggs. But I think it's important as far as from a health perspective. If you could afford it, go ahead and get you some of these eggs. Get you some mineral sea salt. What I do is I put the mineral sea salt inside of my water, and it helps me out as far as minerals are concerned. So 100% unrefined sea salt. It's healthy for you, way healthier than the others. All right, so I'll be talking to you guys soon. That's all I got. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Diabetic Triathlete. I'm your host, Mike Razor, here in New York City. Hopefully you're having an amazing day today. Look, it's day 18, and that's important. And you're sticking with me. Day 18, stick with me through the process. 30 days. This daily upload is helping me, and hopefully it's helping you also to strengthen the consistency of work and to strengthen your habits. Now, today's workout, ladies and gentlemen, was a bit tough. It wasn't too tough. It wasn't like the other days, the last couple of days, but it was another brick session where this time it was from the bike to run like before, but it was at a bit of a steadier pace. And for some reason, I think when I did it the first time, which was a couple of days ago, I completed 15 miles, 15-mile bike. I completed 15 miles on a bike and then ran right to the treadmill and did 3 miles on a treadmill. This time, it was a little subtler, and unfortunately, when I went to the gym, the bike that I normally use, someone was on the bike and the other bike next to it had a broken screw, something like that. So I had to utilize the other techno gym type contraption that's similar to the bike, but the way that it's structured is a little different, but it basically is the same thing. And I worked on it. I did 10 miles on that, hopped up. Obviously, I had to wipe things down. And even in your triathlon transitioning, you have to transition. It's going to take a couple seconds or so for you to transition. So that was a good thing. And then transition directly to the treadmill. And this time on the treadmill, I immediately went. And that's what it told me to do. The prior time when I went to the treadmill, I walked first. And then I increased the mile per hour. This time today, I just hopped on it and started because my blood was already pumping. My legs were already tight. It resembled the exact thing that I would have to go through on a triathlon, where I'm going from bike, swimming, and running. So in this case, it was from the bike to the run. And the experience I had was a little different than the first time. The first time, my legs felt like jelly and my body was kind of getting acclimated to it. This time, my legs felt like bricks, and corresponding to the word brick and session, and the word session, in the context that when you start your run, your legs will feel like bricks. So I felt that for a little bit, but as my jog kept going through, my legs began to get acclimated with the transition, and my breathing was steady, and I was able to continue the push through to 2 miles, which I did. Today was 2 miles, it wasn't 3. So I pushed past 2 miles today, right after the 10-mile bike. And when I tell you I was sweating profusely, it was hard for me to videotape because there was a lot of people in the gym, unfortunately. But I had one of these, and which helped me out. I used the Nun, NUNN, what's it called? Electrolyte drink, and it has caffeine in it. It's the lemon lime one, 1 gram of sugar. I use it during my runs to help me with replenishment. And thank God I had it, because I was sweating a lot. A lot of sodium was coming out of my pores. So yeah, when I tell you that today was crazy, the work was not easy. It wasn't. So I got to tell you that. Also too, I don't know if I put it out there, but I think it was Wednesday. It was last Wednesday. I worked on the swim, and then right after the swim, I got on the bike. So I did the swim right after I think I did 550 yards in the swim that day, and then I hopped off and went right to the bike. And on the bike, I did 10 miles on the bike. So I think it was Wednesday. It was one of the days during the week. I forget. I don't think I posted it. But the point is the process when you're working out and transitioning, and it's not an easy process. As much as you do it, you're going to get better. You're going to get faster. But you're still going to have those days where you begin to feel fatigue a little bit, but not to the point where you're like dying, not to the point where you feel like you just can't go on, And if for whatever reason you do feel like that's where your body is at, you got to check your heart rate, which, by the way, I reconnected my Whoop. I decided to reconnect my Whoop application. So I did that. I got 1 free month from that. Again, I signed in signing up, and they have because you purchase it for the program for the year. They give you a free Whoop. So I'm getting another free Whoop. I'm getting this time around. I went and purchased the what is it called? Army green type wristband. So I'm going to be looking nice with that on. But also it tracks your heart rate, it tracks your sleep, it tracks your VO2 max, it tracks a lot of different your stress levels. And my focus is the cadence, not the cadence, what is it called? My heart rate. So you want to be at a steady heart rate between 1 and 4. And if you're at the max, which is, I believe, between 4 and 5, you want to slow down. And that's probably where you're at if you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Today's session, for example, for me, was between a 2 and a 3. And what I did was I subtracted 180 by my
my age, which is what you're supposed to do. And that would be your resting heart rate, the heart rate that you would be comfortable in or should be comfortable in running or doing your workouts regularly, where it's real smooth. What technically, let me retract that. So it should be, from my understanding, that should be your max. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna go back and look it up, but I think that's supposed to be your max heart rate when you're working out and things, or your steady heart rate. I forget. I got to check it out. So either or, one of the two. Anyway, I was at a heart rate of 120 to 125 today. So I thought that was great. And that's something that you guys could work on and strive to. But if you begin to work out and you feel dizzy, or don't worry about it. Pause for a second, slow down your run, slow down your workout. You may be taking it too far, or you may need to replenish and drink electrolytes, keep satiated, and just take your time. This is a process. This is not a sprint. Okay. And so I just want to let you guys know that today's day 18. Congratulations, you got to day 18. Congratulations to me too. I'm at 18. I'm at day 18. I also want to start working on the camera footage a little bit, make it a little nicer for you all, visually, maybe work on some lighting, that kind of thing. I don't know. Right now it's real raw, real out there, and that's just how I'm doing it, man. If you like the videos, great. If you don't like the videos, fine. You know, whatever. Like and subscribe. Do what you got to do. I'm here to show you guys, whoever's here for that's going on a journey, same type of journey with me. The ones that are dealing with A1C issues, high blood glucose, things of that nature. I'm showing you guys that it's possible for people to get off of the insulin, to get off of, taking all those medications, the metformins, the Manjaros, all of that stuff. You just gotta, get off your butt, do the work, and you'll be fine. If you hear the dryer in the background or a washing machine, I'm washing some clothes too, by the way, on this snowy day. I don't know what kind of snow that is. It must be sleet because it's not sticking at all. Anyway, I'm going to try to incorporate some clips as far as how the little workout that I did went. It's not going to be a lot. It won't be a lot, but just give you a little eye candy or whatever. That way, you'll see that I'm not just talking, that I'm actually working. And I hope that you're working too. Okay. What did I have for breakfast? So I didn't have breakfast until after I worked out. The most I had was this electrolyte drink that was kind of like Gatorade, but it didn't have all the sugar and stuff. And then when I got back, I made some eggs that I purchased from the farmer's market, which were delicious, by the way. Put some onions in it, and that helps with the oxygenation and blood cleansing and iron. And I put 2 sausage links in there too. And that's all I had. That was it, with some water and some coffee. And I have to get some more coconut oil, but I added coconut oil to the coffee. I'm starting to like the taste of the coconut oil with the coffee together. And I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm ready to go. I'm really pushing for this new transition that's happening now for you and for me. Okay. The other thing that I did, you may see a couple of things changing as far as my workout program, because the initial workout program that I had was a 12-week program. Once again, through Training Peaks, trainingpeaks.com. You guys are great. Send me a sponsorship, baby. Let's do this. 12 weeks. I did it with one program from a previous triathlon. And now the new program that I have is going back to my original program, which is up to, I think is up to like 24 weeks or something to that effect. So I have two new programs, a 24-week program and a 32-week program that I just purchased. 32-week program was the one that I just purchased. But I wanted to finish the previous program that I was using prior to fracturing my toe. And when I, all you have to do is put it on a calendar on Training Peaks. And since I already purchased it a while back, all I had to do was double click it. And then it said, do you want to add it to your calendar? You add it to the calendar and it puts it all throughout the calendar. You could change the dates and such as you please, as you see fit. But that's what happens with that. What happened with that. Now, that being said, the third workout program is really used for the closer I get to the triathlon itself. I want to make sure that I am ready because the second program is only 12 weeks also. So I want to make sure I'm ready. Once the 12 weeks is up, which is like 3 months, then I'm going to go directly into the 30-week program, which actually is going to pass the time from the time frame of me doing the triathlon, completing the triathlon. But I'm going to start the program not at the beginning. I'm going to start the program more toward the middle, depending on how the professional has the workout program. I read the overviews of the program that she has and everything, and it looked good. So I just didn't go through the entire program for the whole 30 weeks. I went through a few. I see that there's an increase every week in time it takes to complete a workout and how many workouts in that day to get you ready for the triathlon. Now I'm training for 70.3, but am actually the initial 70.3, yes, Jones Beach. But then there's the Big Apple triathlon that is a sprint that I'll be doing as a sprint rather than me doing two 70.3s or what have you. You know what I mean? Which I don't even think the Big Apple triathlon, even the Olympic or anything, is a 70.3. I think it's less than that. Anyway, the point that I'm making is use Training Peaks. If you don't have a trainer, go to Training Peaks. The cheapest, the one that I purchased for the third workout was $5. Okay, they have from $5 all the way up. They ask you what your budget is, 0 to whatever it is, and they'll give you the program that the calculations see as something that will work for you. Trust me, you're gonna get addicted. You're gonna start this program, and trust me, after a while, you're gonna feel great. Every day you wake up, something new. Now, during the workout, you get tired, but you're going to start feeling euphoric. Trust me, you're going to start feeling euphoric. All the great things are happening to you in your life. You stop smoking. You're not eating the candy. You're not eating the cookies. You may get 1 or 2 from time to time, but that's it. You don't really need it. And hey, you backslide one time in a couple of months, and I'm telling you, you're going to have that same cookie you used to love. And then you're going to taste some things in that cookie that you've never tasted before and not like it anymore. Trust me. Anyway, that's going to be it for 17 minutes. That's going to be it for the show today, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to keep trying to put out more active type videos, get you guys into it. That's what I was doing in the beginning. I love doing that. It is the winter time though, and I'm in the gym most of the time instead of being outside. And so I'm really, particular about where I film, and the respect for everybody that's there, that's trying to get their workout on. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure. I love you all. Let's get to it. Peace.